They're going to play 8-ball. They're going to play the ACS World Standardized Rules. So pretty much what that means is there is a kitchen after the break, and we also are playing alternate break format this evening. So as we get ready to get going, we're going to take the time to give a brief word to our sponsors this evening.
Hey everybody, it's Jay. I'm give a word to our sponsors here. Baxter's Locksmith and Security Solutions, your one-stop security shop. They unlock cars and houses, servicing Pontiac and the surrounding areas. They do video surveillance, locks, padlocks, sold and rekeyed, keys cut, door closures, safe combinations changed. They got 24-hour service, and their phone number is 815-822-5653. Marson's Home Improvements, Jeremy Marson. He owns it, operates it, does great work. He's done work around the garage and the house. You can reach Jeremy at 815-822-7517. Sammy's Pet Salon, operated by Michelle Cool. They do grooming, bathing, nail trims, walking, pet setting, dogs, cats, rabbits, birds, exotics. All critters are welcome. You can contact them at 815-867-6658. Also, we have Wilder Billiards, Chris Wilder. Anything to do with the pool table, recovering, redoing your rails, leveling. Well, pretty much everything to do with the pool table, moving it. Get a hold of Chris at 309-261-2256. Also, Edinger Custom Cues. Jim Edinger, a local guy. He owns Edinger's Filling Station, as many of you may know. He does everything with pool cues, from repairing them to making new ones. And he can order production cues for you or anything you want. Jim's phone number is 815-848-5853.
All right. And we have to give a final shout out to what's going on coming up on G1 TV. So here's what's coming up, our next feature matchup. So we had to postpone one of these matchups due to some family issues, but that's okay. In the time of postponing a matchup, I also got to square a matchup away. So coming up in 2 weeks, well, we actually start off with June 6th, we are going to have Tony Gum was originally supposed to take on Donnie Daly, but family, I've already said, is definitely more important, so Donnie had to drop out of that. We're going to try to reschedule that match at a later time. He has been replaced by Sean Dow from Champaign, so they are going to keep their 2 o'clock scheduled time on Saturday, June 6th. Coming up on June 13th, a huge feature matchup for G1 TV as the Hurricane Abram Shade decides to make the trek up here to the garage from Peoria to take on the returning Dustin Wilgus. He is coming out of 3 years of retirement to play this race to 20 9-ball format. So join us on June 13th at 5 p.m. here on G1 TV for that one. June 20th, we are having Josh Donaldson. Josh Donaldson also hails from Peoria. He's going to come up here to take on Joey Dyer from Ottawa, Illinois. That's going to be 10-ball rules. That's going to start at 1:30, and then we are going to hit a race to 25 on that. And then finally in the month of June, a huge stellar matchup that was just confirmed late last night. Josh Franklin from Peoria is coming up here to take on Ryan Ponton from Kankakee. This match is a huge spectacle, as in they are both very close to age, and they both played on the Atlantic Cup. For those of you who don't know what the Atlantic Cup is, it is pretty much the Moscone Cup if you're 18 years or older. So they have taken on their own versions of Team Europe. They have been, I believe Josh took the opportunity to go across seas in the first year to play it in Europe, and I believe Ryan joined the team the following year. So that is going to be a huge, huge matchup on G1 TV. So with that being said, we are going to head and get the ball rolling here. In today's feature matchup. There we go. All right, so Josh wins the leg. And it looks like they're going to play rack your own. That wasn't quite discussed. But that's okay. Got to give a shout out to Luke Marcus, who won our G1 giveaway. Won a Q combination of a McDermott Lucky Q and a McDermott Jump Stick, and a lot of people who messaged us told us to take the money that we were going to give, and in the event they won the Q, they'd like to donate to the juniors. So good news about Luke. Luke has a 14-year-old who wants to learn how to play pool, so he donated some money to the cause, and he had a good opportunity to get some Qs for his kids. So really happy about that. So if you want to keep in contact with us tonight, that's okay. Just leave some comments down there and we'll definitely talk with you. If you like what you see, here's what you can do. I need you to do two things. As the break starts off, this race to 10, Josh makes a ball on the break. I need you to like it. Let us know that you like it. And then I want you to take the extra 5 seconds and click the share button too. That would help us tremendously. You don't have to watch it, but let somebody else watch it if they want to.
Josh made a solid and a stripe off the break.
So Jay says Josh made a solid and a stripe off the break, so that means it is clearly an open table. It looks like Josh elects to take stripes, starting with a 12 ball. For the people who are unfamiliar, we are playing with the Aramith Black set, and there's a couple different colors as you probably see on the screen. So today we will be looking at the pink ball will be the 4 ball for tonight's event. And then let's go shot on the 10 by Josh, trying to get shape on the 9. The purple ball is now the 5 ball in this set. So the 4 ball is pink, the 5 ball is purple. And then as we get into stripes, it's kind of the same deal. So we see the pink ball will be the 12 ball, and the purple ball will be the 13 ball.
And then the 10 ball is blue, which with the black on it, I sometimes get mistaken and mixed up with as the 2 ball.
Yep. So this is Cody's first trip to the table, and this is Cody's first matchup on G1 TV. He is a newer player. He's only shot in the G1 Pool League here in Pontiac for a year. And they're putting up some dough tonight. Tonight's feature matchup, local lineup, they're going to play for 200 big ones. So it's nice to see that players are matching up and, you know, putting some pressure on themselves. The pressure on the camera for some is enough, but sometimes they need a little bit more pressure than the camera to make sure that they're playing well. So the tail of the tape, I think Josh, in terms of ability, is probably an APA decent 5. And if I had to put a number on Cody, unfortunately, I have to put Cody at a disadvantage in this matchup. I believe Cody's probably playing at a decent 3 to 4 speed, and that's solely because Cody's just new to the game. He hasn't really found that one teacher that's gonna, settle him in and work with him. But as you all know, that takes not just the teacher; it also takes the student. So.
Josh didn't want to roll up on that 10 ball, did he?
So we appreciate the 19 viewers that are with us this evening and hope that you stay with us. We will be going on throughout the evening talking about a whole bunch of different stuff. I do know the individual that has been nice enough to work with us through Q's. If you pay attention to Jay's Garage, we were looking at getting rid of a BK Rush, but unfortunately the people that he owns or that he gets Qs from says that they are out of service with that. Hey Abe, what's up? That they are out of service with that until July. So instead we're going to get a different Predator Q. We're going to get a road line to raffle off. It's a little cheaper, but overall it looks looks like it'll still work pretty good. And again, that money that we're going to raffle off, what up, BMOS? It's going to go towards bringing some professionals into Jay's garage. Uh-oh, don't make it 8. So with the first one that we made, that we just raffled off here, we raised $850 out of the 1,000. The 150 went to the owner of the queue to make up for the expenses there. What's up, Kevin? And then pretty much what we're going to do here is we're going to try to good shot by Josh. Come all the way down, get past the 8. Oh, is that 10 ball is still in the side pocket?
10 balls up by the side.
Appreciate it, Jeremy. I don't know what
Hey,
Josh
Jeremy,
is
what's
do
up,
here.
buddy?
If it goes in the side, he shoots it in the side, but I think he's planning to roll it up.
I think it's on the rail. He puts it up on the rail.
Gotta look for a scratch shot in the side pocket. Better be careful. Oh, did you see the English take?
Ooh, yeah, did it?
English kind of grabbed forward. Ferris, take a look at the score. Take a look at the very top thing of the score sheet of the score, and it'll tell you what they're racing to, pal. So yeah, we're looking at a road line next. As many players know, Predator is pretty much Predator's pretty much the top of the line is what people want. So we will try to supply with as much Predator apparel as possible, but I'm looking at getting a Jacoby stick.
Yep.
I'm looking at trying to work through a Davini Q. Not much, Jason. So we're going to try to. Josh, you should bank this ball. There you go, that a boy. Don't cut that ball. That's a pretty sharp cut. He did cut it.
He tried to cut it.
Look at all that spin
My
taking and
goodness,
flipping it back all over the place. Yeah.
The rails are grabbing like crazy. It's just nuts.
Yeah, the table's playing really tight in both the rails and the pockets. I think we have the air conditioner set to 70.
67.
60. Okay, so 67 degrees, but we have a fan in here. Jay, you're muffled. I don't know why you're muffled. It says you're muffled.
I'm muffled, huh?
Greg says you're muffled.
All right, then I'll have to speak up a little bit. How about that? I can speak up because they can't hear me.
Unless, I don't know, it might be me. I don't think it's me, but it might be me.
It's a nice shot by Josh.
Oh, Josh, nice shot. Good shape on the 8, brother.
Yeah.
But yeah, we're gonna try to get different sets of cues to get rid of you guys. I'm working a friend right now.
Greg.
I'm working with a friend right now, trying to get a nice looking Shane Gibson custom cue for you all. That'll be about a $1,500 value, so we'll be able to run some minis on that to try and fill that, I think.
Right.
But hopefully we'll be able to give that cue a very nice home. The owner of no bueno there. The owner of that cue has even said that he would be willing to include with the cue. I think he said there were Kamui mediums on both shafts. It's a Shane Gibson custom with 2 shafts, and he would be willing to change the tip. Josh goes up 1-0 in the first game. He'd be willing to change the tip on both shafts if players would prefer that. He'd be willing to make them happy. So Josh goes up 1-0 in this race to 10.
I think I've got everything out.
Hey, Greg, thanks for helping us set everything up in here too, man. It's very appreciative.
Yeah, as Cody is racking, we got to give a shout out to Greg Thomas, who I know just commented. I don't know if he's still watching, but if it wasn't for Greg, we would have been in a lot of trouble with the streams and things like that.
It would have been a nightmare.
Yeah, we were just having a nightmare with it, and Greg got with us and told us about the product that he was using. And Greg runs TNT tournaments, so go like his Facebook page. He does a lot of streaming stuff too. I've worked with him in the past with the G1 Showdown and things of that nature. So Greg, we appreciate your time. What's up? What's up, everybody? Welcome. So the score's 1-0 in this race to 10. Cody getting ready to break rack number 2.
And he pulls out a G1 break. No, he didn't. He barely passed it off.
He is not that good.
He got a solid off the break. The sun's still up, so they're going to make balls off the break for now.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah. So for the people who are watching, Greg just went to his TNT version of himself on Facebook there. So click on the TNT tournaments, and Cody again follows another ball in. And click on the TNT tournaments and just like his Facebook page there. And on top of it too, he's just like me as well. He has a YouTube channel. If you were to just go to TNT tournaments on YouTube, you could subscribe to his YouTube page, and he has a lot of cool material there as well that is yours for the taking. So again, thanks to Greg.
Okay, Josh decides to go with solids here.
So looking at solids, he's got one issue, which looks like to be the 3 ball.
Yep.
3 ball is tied up there with the 9 and the 14.
He left himself an angle right here, though, didn't he?
Yeah, shoot
goes for the 4.
Come through to the 3. Let's see what he does.
Does he have too much angle for it?
No, he doesn't. Just depends on the speed and how high he's shooting on the ball. Yep.
Oh,
well, he missed it.
Well, the number 1 rule, make the ball, right?
G1's rule number 1, make the ball. Thank you, Greg. We appreciate you. So Cody's 2nd trip at the table this game. 3rd trip if you count the break.
Ooh, just rattles the 9.
So
doesn't leave Josh a lot, though.
Yeah, it doesn't. It doesn't. So one of the things that we do here at G1 TV, I don't normally say this a lot, but my friend Bart gave me a really good plug on Instagram, and he mentioned that I'd won state twice, and I just never really like to talk about that a whole lot. But what we really like to do here is we like to put players up, and we like to get some commentary from someone who is my caliber, or someone who has worked with me, knows me well. Josh just scratched there. And the whole point of this is not just to give you guys something to watch, but it's actually to allow these guys to go back to our YouTube channel, and they can really
listen and
they
learn.
can really watch it. They can really watch it back, and as we're talking and things of that nature, they can learn from it. So I do know quite a few players in Pontiac who have done that already, and they said that the amount of information that they get from something like this is just fantastic. So I've seen since then that it appears to have been one of these has popped up in Peoria.
Yep.
I've seen, I believe, another one just popped up in Champaign today.
Oh, really?
But the whole point of this, throughout the week is kind of your local lineups and local. Nice try for Cody on the 12th ball there.
Yeah, it was.
When we talk about local, we're not talking about just Pontiac. Just tonight's local lineup match is just so happens to be 2 Pontiac players playing each other. So when we talk about Pontiac, we talk about Morris, Flanagan, Chenoa, Lexington, Bloomington, Fairbury.
Streeter.
We get into Streeter. We get into we'll get in north up to around the Stumble Inn Godley area.
Right.
All those kinds of things. Those are within like I think we said a 40-mile radius of Pontiac we would consider local.
Right.
So if any of those players really want to make the trek, 40 miles is about an hour, something like that. And we've had some players.
And construction.
Last week we had someone just decide to drive 2 hours. They drove from Decatur all the way up here.
Yes,
so,
they did.
It's just what you guys want. Yeah, hey Derek, we actually did. Yeah, I got your message, but as you can see, I'm a little busy. Yeah, we did find a player didn't quite get
Wow,
to me
he
quick enough.
overcut
I
that.
waited for 2 hours, so we'll just have to try to get you in there some other time, fella. But I appreciate you reaching out to me. Yeah, so we try to get these local lineup matches, and I try my best to set up players that have never played each other and potentially never will again.
Right.
So, like, for an example, Morris is about 35 to 40 minutes northwest of Pontiac, and Bloomington is a little southeast. It depends on the part of 55, but they're about 35 minutes from there. So, since it's mutual ground, we'd like to try to bring someone from Bloomington and Morris together, someone who normally wouldn't play each other, to get a set going. And since I've traveled so much, I know a lot of the players in the different areas, so we're trying to set up some matches for you guys to watch that are really even and just kind of go from there. So it's been a good product so far, and we're looking to only get better as the weeks go on. Josh.
Well, he should have shot that one a little harder, I believe. Try to come back across under the 3.
Jeremy, do me a favor. Rephrase your question. I'm not entirely sure what you're asking. Josh looking to cut this ball all the way up the rail. Yeah, misses it. Doesn't leave Cody a whole lot that he's gonna like. The 9 ball's too close. He probably
Cody
doesn't
should play safety here.
He doesn't want to shoot any ball that's really far away. That's a good shot.
Well.
So yeah, Jay was talking about Cody playing safe. So Cody's probably the equivalent of an APA 3, close to an APA 4, but he just doesn't have enough knowledge to run the racks yet. So what we should see out of Cody here would prefer to be some safeties. That's where he's going to have the best chance to beat Josh.
He's made 2 good
Jeremy,
shots so
are
far.
you talking about your match with Caleb?
I believe he is.
And Darren, what are you talking about? A $2,500 bet? But did I miss a comment? I'm not quite sure what. I don't know. Did I miss a comment somewhere where someone wanted to play for $2,500?
I didn't see one.
So Josh is in trouble now. And actually, truth be told, playing abilities here is going to be a key factor into who wins this match. So as far as Josh goes, a strategy that it would be for Josh is Josh is probably the better player. So if Josh understands that, Josh could play that to his advantage and leave certain shots that Cody wouldn't like, just because of Cody's inexperience. So Josh has an opportunity to go up 2-0 here. All right, Jay, how you getting to the 8 ball? And where are you shooting the 8 ball? What pocket?
Oh, I'm putting center left or center right, come around and playing the 8 ball in the same pocket.
See, I'm
gonna go 2 rails. Just like that, only I would have had more on it.
Darren, do me a favor. Be quiet right now. Because I have a match planned that involves what you're saying, and I don't want a bunch of people asking me about it.
Right.
So, just so you know, Darren, what I mean by that is we're raising money right now to bring 2 professional players to Jay's Garage. So I don't want a lot of people asking me about it because I'm not going to divulge any information other than I know 2 players that I want here, and I'm willing to put some money up to make sure that they come. So just know that your idea has already been thought about, is in the process of hopefully coming true. So we are going to raise it from sponsors and things like that. We're raising it through Q raffles, all kinds of things like that. So Jeremy, I think it depends probably as to how drunk you're going to get, bud. Shot by Josh.
Nice shot. Josh goes up 2-0.
Eric, quit being an asshole. You only asked about it because I said I didn't want people asking me about it.
Wow.
By the way, I'll see you tomorrow for your lesson.
I was going to say, he'll be here tomorrow, won't he?
Yep. So Josh goes up 2-0. That was a pretty good shot by Josh. Josh staying within his means. I play with. Oh my God, my brother just joined.
Yeah, he did.
What up, brother? So Josh is a really good friend of mine, and he hangs out with me just about every day. So one thing
they're practically married.
He did ask me last night. He did ask me, you know, what would be his easiest way to be successful in this matchup, and I told him to stay within his means. So what that means is he's been playing pool for a long time. He knows what he's capable of doing, and you know, don't try to go outside of that. If it's something that you don't think you can do, the 12 ball looks like it hit a lip almost.
Yeah, it looked like it hit something.
Might have to.
I think that's the ghost. It's the demon table itself.
Might have to look at that after the break. It looks like it hit a lip there. That 12 ball was set to go in.
I
12 ball is
the
the pink
table.
stripe for those of you who are not familiar with the Airman black balls. But I told Josh to stay within his means. You know, if there's something that he feels that he can't do, don't do it. So many of us try to do things that we hope will work, or maybe something that we don't fully understand. And I told him, I'm like, going into this, if there's something that you don't think you can do, play safe. And that'll create your opportunities to get out much quicker. What up, Ken?
Hey, Ken, what's up, buddy?
Give a quick little shout out to Ken Close, who just joined us. He is our local Marshaloni owner. If you guys want any pizza, go to Ken. Marshaloni's got great pizza.
I think Darren was commenting on
Jeremy
and Caleb's match.
Yeah.
And misunderstood what they were.
Yeah, Darren, they are
about.
two of our sponsors. We're not looking for like a sponsor type of matchup. They are going to play a set at some point in time, and it's our two sponsors that are going to play.
We're going to call that one the drunken set.
Yeah, that one, I don't know. I don't know if that one's fit for G1 TV. That one we might have to have a disclaimer beforehand.
It could get interesting, but we put a disclaimer out there. We're good.
Disclaimer: rated R.
For Caleb.
Yeah, I'll even put a little rated R up here in the
right.
corner. Yeah.
We may have to. Oh.
All right, so let's get a little bit to the focus so these guys can learn some stuff. So. When we talk about 8-ball, 8-ball is a game of primarily minimal cue ball movement.
Speak up a little bit. You got quiet.
I got quiet?
Yeah.
Oh, my bad. Well, I guess I'll talk louder then. I guess we have a sound booth.
I was going to say, we're fine.
So, 8-ball is a game of minimal cue ball movement. So, when you play a game of 8-ball, even though you have to look out for the other balls, your object is to create a path of least restriction. So least restriction meaning a path to where you can get from point A to point B throughout the rack from the first ball you shoot to the 8-ball without running into your opponent's balls and without letting the cue ball move a ridiculous amount. That's a good shot by Josh. Just missed it. So for these two players, they're predominantly bar table players. On a 9-footer, you probably got to let the ball run just a little more due to the length, but especially when you play bar table 8-ball, this is a game of slow rolls.
Very nice shot.
Yeah, did he make the?
No,
he didn't make it.
12 is still
he didn't
stuck
make it.
right
12 ball's
there.
still there.
Whatever, stuck on a piece of chalk.
But this is a game of slow rolls. This is a game of very minimal cue ball movement. Bar table 8-ball is. So when you start to get outside your means, like I had told Josh, stay within your means. It starts to get kind of crazy. Now, you still do sometimes have to let the cue ball run. run a couple rails to get from point A to point B. But most of the time, your patterns should be able to reflect your speed. So if you're hitting them hard, you're probably going to have to send the cue ball around a little more. But if you're playing very controlled, you'd be surprised that you're on a bar table, you're able to get a lot of places with one or less rails. So let's see if these guys can read my mind here and go with that route. Open that door, Jay.
I'm telling you, he owes me $20 too. What up?
Here's AJ.
Yeah, what's his dollar for me?
Oh, AJ owes him $20 for a raffle.
Oh, okay, that's
Where'd the pen go, Jay? Do you know where the pen went? Oh, thanks.
He said he's going to run to the ATM here.
Okay.
All right. So, sorry about that. We had some people enter. We are in June now, so June is dollar donations for anyone who wants to watch the matchup. That's right, folks. For a whopping 4 quarters, you can come in and watch anytime that you want. So it's not $50 million. It's not a Moscone $250 to $1,000 front row seat. This, you can get the entire action for 10 dimes.
And it goes towards upkeep of the table and the stuff that's in here. And helping to keep the lights on.
It goes towards a lot of stuff, and we have a petty cash pool, and it just builds and builds and builds and builds and builds, and then that's what we're using too for our potential matchup that's coming up. Hopefully one day.
Hopefully within the next few months. Nice shot, Cody. Cody lines up on the 3 ball. I don't know if the 6, well, I guess it doesn't matter if the 6 goes where I thought it would go.
So this would be a shot for Cody. They're not, Darren. Josh is an APA 5, and I would put Cody at about an APA 3. But this is our local lineup competition. Throughout the week, we try to get local players to get their best chance at each other. Give me 1 second. I'll finish that thought. Cody, so when you rewatch this, you had the cue ball in a position where you could have played safe. So you needed to roll the 6 ball super soft on, it would have been your left-hand side, and you're trying to park the cue ball behind the 8. That's how you win that game.
Yep.
But yeah, Darren, so our local lineups are focused on players around town. I mean, they could be advanced level players, but there hasn't really been a contest of advanced throughout the week yet. If you just stick with us for right now, when the next game is in process of being racked up, I'll start talking about some other feature matches that you'll be able to see here coming throughout the weekends to come. So we got some good stuff lined up. Just this one is just one of the up and coming matches that we have to try to get them to learn some stuff. So hey, Jacob. So again, Cody's up. And he has to find a way to put the cue ball. You're not going to make the 6 ball, so he's got to try to put the cue ball in an unfavorable position for Josh. So he's calling a bank shot. He's calling a bank shot. If he makes the bank, he can still play the safe that I just mentioned, but. We're going to see if the 8 ball goes by the 4. I'm not sure if it exactly goes by the 4. Can't really tell at this angle. So let's see what he does. I don't know. I don't think the 8 does go by the 6. So he's going to have to do something interesting, I think, to get a chance at it. So let's see what he does. Rattles it. G1, rule number 1, brother. So I had to answer a message, and I'm pretty sure Cody just pocketed a ball and played safe. If that's the case, Cody, you should have made that ball on purpose and then played safe if you were going to do that. I missed it. I didn't quite see everything there, but Josh just played a good shot, called a safety, and hooked Cody behind the 8 ball. I don't believe that he can come through it. Oh, I got you, Darren. I'm not sure if we've ever met before, but I come into racks quite often. That is when it's open and it's not closed due to COVID. So maybe we'll have to shake hands sometimes and talk, or I guess, I don't know, touch elbows, bow, whatever the hell we're supposed to do with COVID nowadays. But I'm not familiar with you, so looks like Cody's gonna try to kick at it. Well, it's a good hit, but he leaves it open. Now, good news for Cody is that he's left Josh at the far end of the table. So Josh has not a real easy shot on the 8. Let's see if he can put it in the hole. He does. He hits it really good. So Josh is going to go up 3-0. And this rack here is we're going to go up to a huge feature matchup coming up here on June 13th. June 13th, we are going to see Abe Shade, Hurricane Abe, the winner of the, I believe it was 2018 APA championship in Florida. He's going to take on the returning Dustin Wilgus. Dustin used to be a strong player. I'm sure he still is, but he retired-ish about 3 years ago, and he is coming out of retirement to take on the young gun on G1 TV inside Jay's Garage June 13th, and that action starts.
That is going to be awesome.
At 5 p.m. That's going to be, to date, the best match that we've had so far.
Yeah.
So that will be an amazing matchup. So here we go. Rack number 4. Josh leading Cody 3-0.
Oh, he makes the 5. The purple 5 ball.
Starting with the 3, and it looks to here that he's moving to the 7 ball. So Cody, you got to be really careful with your speed here, brother. Okay, you want to, if you're gonna commit to the 7 in the side, you got to shoot it real smooth. You're gonna commit to the 2 in the side, which sends the cue ball crazy, and you could potentially
you're
scratch.
Gonna break out a bunch of his stuff.
Yep. Remember, stay within your means.
May have tied some stuff up there, actually.
And sometimes when we play 8 ball, we got to take the harder shot.
Yep. Can you see the 1? Do you think?
Yeah, I do think you can. I think it's tight, but I mean,
gonna let that cue ball roll loose, though.
Well, yeah. From here, the 1 looks like it sticks out further than the 11 ball does. I think it's really tight.
Yeah, it is.
But I
is
think
he calling the combo?
I think he can slice it. So.
Yep, he's calling the combo.
The combo.
4-6 all the way up in the corner.
4-6 up in the corner pocket.
Yep. Oh, that's a good place to put the cue ball, though.
By doing this, he opened up a couple of Josh's balls, but then he locked up a couple of Josh's balls. So Josh does actually have a pretty fair opportunity to get out of the rack. He's got the 13 ball, which is the purple stripe 13 ball, over by the 14 and the 10. And if he gets a decent angle, he can go into him. He's going to shoot the 13 right now, which is not a very good decision. Unless if he's going to try to bust into him right now.
Yeah, he's rolling up.
He didn't. He rolled up.
It leaves Cody for the 1.
So now Josh has moved away his potential only ball to come into the 14 and the 10. That's one of the balls that I wouldn't have touched. I'd have played safe before moving that ball.
I was wondering where he was going to go with that. Yeah, he really didn't leave himself much. He's like right in the middle of no man's land.
Yeah, the game of 8-ball, you have to.
I
Man,
think
you gotta
here,
have it planned.
do you take the 6 off the rail in between the 9 and the rail and try to put the 6 in front of the 9 to take over that corner pocket?
I mean, at that point, if you're gonna do that, it's not a bad shot. But if you're gonna do that, I mean, you try and make it.
I don't think.
In my opinion.
I don't know if it goes or not.
Well, if you can hit it off the back end of the 9, it probably
Right.
goes off the back end of the 9 in the corner pocket.
You don't shoot it that hard, though.
Yeah, well, that's just a shot that he doesn't see.
Right.
Cody's newer to the game.
This is true.
So, I mean, for someone who's played for a while, they're going to see shots like that, but his vision doesn't allow him to access that yet.
Right.
Hasn't been taught that yet. There's a whole bunch of stuff that he could do.
Right.
The big thing is he needs to try to hide Josh from the 14 and the 10, because if the 14 and the 10 get broken out, the game's over. So I definitely would not move my 4-ball. The 4-ball is the one that is going to stay there the entire time
blocking the 15.
until Josh moves it. See, that's a shot where I would go to move the 14 or to move the 4-ball if I was Josh.
Right.
Josh has a safety here. Put the cue ball on the 7. Just hit the stripe and just put it on there, because now he's eliminating the balls. Folks, 8-ball is a game that you don't want to eliminate your balls and leave everything until the last time. The more balls that Josh eliminates, the stronger chance he gives Cody to beat him.
So now's where he's going to have to break those out, and they don't go anywhere.
Well,
he can play safety, though.
This is where I was talking about playing within your means earlier.
Right.
If Josh just hits those and breaks them out, what does it leave Cody? He's actually playing within Cody's means in this shot, because there's not a lot of shots that Cody likes.
Right. Especially from there.
Yeah, that's a good leave if you think to yourself of who you're playing, because Cody's I don't know
probably going to go for the bank here, I would guess.
Yeah. I don't know how long Cody's been playing, but I do know how long Cody's been playing in the league around here.
He's
and it's been
the 6.
One session, so. Calls a 6-ball.
Yeah, watch out for that scratch.
Yeah, is he cutting it?
Yep.
Oh boy.
Oh,
he drills it.
Nice shot.
He drills it. He's a super 3. He's a super 3. Who's mad?
Oh, Dad, come on.
Oh.
Huh.
I got no idea. So Josh is still in a situation. He'll be one of the guys that. This is a
very
really good
lead
shot for Josh. Josh listened last night when I was telling him some things. Like I said, Josh is my best friend. We hang out just about every day. So whenever I want to come play pool, he's normally in here playing pool with me. So Cody pretty much has nowhere to go. No. And I think Cody's probably just going to try to play a hit
at the 7.
with something. Yeah, he tries a hit at the 7.
No. Oh.
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 I thought he might clip the 4 there, but now he has...
give Josh ball in hand.
He's given Josh ball in hand, and he's given Josh a really good opportunity to get out of the rack using the 15 ball. Where's the 15 ball going?
For me?
Yeah.
Oh, that's going right in the corner where you're standing.
I would shoot it in the side. If you shoot it in the side and you bump into the 8, push the 8 out, you don't have to move any other ball.
No.
Do you see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Now, if he does this, there's a chance that he might get stuck tight on his 14 ball.
Right.
Like, see how he's got to make the cue ball move around now? So, I mean, it's okay. He can still get out. But
Right.
when I play 8 ball, I think as little cue ball movement as possible. What up at him? And here, he's going to send it. Yeah, now he bumps it.
Yeah,
now
he
it doesn't
did.
go.
He didn't want to bump that.
See what I'm saying?
Yep. They are. They're interesting. That's for sure.
Yeah, they're interesting, but honestly, it's probably a little bit of us too. I'm not used to sitting here and saying the pink 4 ball every time that they get down to shoot like the Europeans were during the Mosconi Cup. So they did that really, really well. It was the pink 4 ball, the purple 5 ball. They really did good at that, and I'm just not used to saying colors first. So. Good
Very nice shot
by Cody, but look
Uh-oh.
out. Yeah.
Uh-oh.
Left himself rough and makes the 10 in the process. So that's a bummer, because if he doesn't make the 10, he has a chance to play safe at least.
Right.
Now it gets a little difficult to
he calls it in
hide
the
him
top
from the
left
last
corner.
part of the table, so.
Which
He
is
decided to
gonna
cut it? I thought he said he was going to bank it.
He is cutting it.
So he's going to cut it. Just misses the cut.
Oh, he should have called the bank.
Yeah, he called the bank.
That's still a good leave.
Yeah, so Josh is left kind of sticky. He's going to have to calm his nerves a little bit. He was talking to me earlier and says, I would love to beat him 10-0. So this one is a tester for Josh. He's got to take his time and he's got to look at it. What up, Grigsy?
Hey, Griggs. How you doing, buddy?
So if you're looking at a potential safety, this is a 9-ball safety. If you shoot the 8-ball half ball, you can send it back down table by the middle diamond, and you can put the cue ball by the left side middle diamond. So you got the cue ball on the left middle diamond, and you got the 8-ball on the right middle diamond, leaving a bank shot. That's a 9-ball leave. Did he make it? No, he missed it. Well, look where it's going.
There you go.
He didn't leave him anything. He left him a bank shot. Did he call the bank? I missed the call.
I missed it. Yep, he must have.
Call the bank. Now, speed's going to be a huge factor here.
No.
Is he going to get there?
Don't
Yeah, it did.
keep rolling. He really needed that to roll up.
Yep,
Pretty much dead even with
this
the cue ball.
table is being played in about 67 degrees with a fan blowing air in there. So it's probably
closer to 60.
It's probably about 65 degrees in there right now. So Josh goes up 4-0 in this race to 10. Another feature matchup that we can talk about coming up on June 20th is Josh Donaldson from Peoria coming up to the garage to take on Joey Dyer from Ottawa, Illinois. They're going to play some 10-ball. It's going to be a race in 25. You can catch that at 1:30 on June 20th right here on G1 TV.
Cody's had his chances. He really has.
Yeah, Josh has done nothing overpowering.
Right.
Anything of that. It's just
he's staying within his means, like you told him to. He's listening.
Well, it's just at the end of the day, I think Cody knows too. Josh is a stronger player, and when you play a longer race, they tend to favor the stronger shooter. So
Josh comes up dry, I believe.
Yep, Josh throws a G1 breakdown. Hey Matt, what's going on?
Hey Matt, how you doing, man?
So Cody comes up to an open table, and for a player of Cody's caliber, he's probably going to take one of the balls in the corner pockets. So for me, I'm looking around. I'm going to take the 2 in the side.
Yep.
Just to make sure that my ducks are still in a row per se. I think it's easier controlled, and you still have opportunities to shoot just about any ball that you want by shooting the 2 on the side. But I believe he opted to shoot, was it the 3 ball that he shot in the corner? I think it was.
I believe so.
But, no, he just pockets, what I believe
that was a 7. But did he roll out enough to see the 1? Because I think he hooked himself on the 2.
Yeah, I'm not sure if he. I'm not sure if he rolled out far enough or not. It looks like he's going to call a combination.
I'd call the 4, the pink 4 ball.
The pink 4 ball. Calling the 1-4 combo. What up, BJ? Makes a good shot on the combo.
Nice shot.
So this is another shot, too, that I would just stop, and I'd shoot the 4 ball into the bottom left-hand corner.
Yeah, you got to leave yourself an angle.
Let's see what he does. It's just a kill shot. He drew it back a little bit, which does make it 10 times harder. So he's probably going to opt to go against it. If he would have kept it there.
2 ball.
Yeah, if he would have kept it there, it would have been a much easier shot. Looks like, where's he shooting? In the corner. Yeah.
Wow, he fired it.
So now Cody's run into the dreaded, I ran all the way down and eliminated my balls, and now I have nothing to shoot at. So he's going to be looking to.
He said safety. I heard him say safety.
Probably tie a ball up, I would think. Yep, he tied up Josh's 10 ball, so that's a fair shot.
Adam, what's up, man?
What's up, backspin Adam? So
DJ, what's up, man?
Josh needs to stay away from the 9 ball, because the 9 ball is going to take him to the 10 ball.
Yeah, he should not shoot that right now.
Yep.
Now he doesn't have any way to break that 10 ball out.
I mean, well,
without sending the cue ball.
Yeah, you can still do it from the 12 ball. Well, that's not the 12 ball. That's the 15 ball. You could actually still do it right now if you've got a good stroke. You could snap draw the heck out of it,
right,
and send it in there. But I mean, the 10 ball was just the easiest shot with minimal cue ball movement to get there.
Yeah, the 9 ball that he shot before.
Oh, was it the 9 ball?
Yeah.
What did I say? Did I just say the 10 ball?
You said 10 ball.
Yeah.
But he left Cody straight in on the 6.
Cody straight in on the 6. Now Cody doesn't want to make the 6.
No.
Because that's the only chance he has of going into the 4 ball safely. He wants to shoot. He wants to just clip the 6 ball off of the rail.
Yeah.
So now he's eliminated the 6 ball. If you clip the 6 ball on the right-hand side,
I think he called safety again.
Yeah, you could have called safe, kept the 6 ball on the table, and brought the cue ball up again behind the 4 ball.
Oh, he didn't want to do that.
So now he's just opened up the entire rack for Josh's potential run out. And this is a free shot. I'm shooting the 12 ball, the pink 12, right now. You don't got to shoot the 14. It's a free shot because the 4 ball's tied up. There's not really any safety there that can be played. I mean, I'm sure a strong player will come up with something. So now I think you go to the 15. The 10 ball is pretty easy to get shape with on the 8.
Give you an angle on the 14.
Yeah,
shoot it nice and soft.
Yep. Yeah. You're just gonna bring the cue ball to the rail, and then you just slow roll the 14 to get your shape on the purple 13 ball.
Oh, he's looking at 13
Josh
now.
is looking at going from the 15 to the 10, I think, which is not completely ideal. You can do it. I think it's the wrong move, but I think you can do it.
It's easier to see that 10 ball after playing the 2 that he left at the head string of the table.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah, it's easier to see the 10 ball after shooting this ball than it is to shoot the 15 and take your chances of getting hooked behind the 4.
Right.
But he
now
gave himself,
he's got a little bit of an angle there, so
he gave
leaves
himself
him right
a good
over
shot.
there.
Yeah, gave himself a good shot.
You just got to stun it over.
So good stun shot, good smooth stroke.
Oh.
Shoots the ball straight into the rail in Josh Gernentz fashion.
He forgot rule number 1.
Yep, Josh Gernentz fashion. He is the best ball banger this side of I-80. So he's giving Cody a chance here. He's giving Cody about as straight of a bank shot as he could have.
Right.
So let's see if he fires at it. He
Nope.
does. Nope.
He shot it kind of soft.
Yeah, he could have hit that harder. That's for sure. I thought for sure that he would shoot it about 500,000 miles an hour.
I would have.
Yeah, blam! But he didn't. So Josh is contemplating a combination here. I know he is. He doesn't like it, but the combination's not the right move. If you just shoot the 10 ball, you'll be able to come
right
around
back
for
out
the
for
8 ball. Yep. You'll be able to shoot the 15 in the side and come down one rail and come back up and shoot the 8. He plays safe.
Oh.
Gets the 15.
Did he get
to
there?
The rail.
He didn't.
He didn't like anything about it, I don't think.
No.
So, bad news for Cody is there's a bank where the cue ball has to be moved. Good news for Josh is that the 15 ball
he's
is
cutting it all the way up.
on the same side. So, he's going for a cut, which is going to send the cue ball crazy. Another shot that a strong player would shoot, he's looking at trying to park the cue ball behind the 8 with this shot with some low outside English. So, no,
I thought he was going for a cut.
Yeah, he called the bank.
Huh. I thought he pointed at the bottom
Nope.
right corner.
Yeah, I was right. He called the bank. So, Josh now is going to shoot the 15, go to the 10 and the 8.
Yep.
In the bottom left-hand corner. Let's see if he shoots this ball straight to the rail, too. How good is he?
He's playing bottom. Yeah, he hit it good.
He hit it all right, I guess, this time.
Well, Josh gonna go up 5-0. He makes this 8 ball.
You know, I'm not going to say that because Josh is known to shoot this ball straight to the rail. So we're going to see
Dougie, how
what he
you
does
doing,
here.
buddy?
Can Josh go up 5-0?
Yes, he
drills
did.
it. So he goes up 5-0, and we are going to take a quick run through our sponsors again. And then we'll talk about some matches and take a quick break.
All right, we're going to give Baxter's Locksmith and Security Solutions, your one-stop security shop, a shout-out. He's the reason you're seeing what we're seeing today from the camera up there. He's got I know of at least one more that he's going to be putting in here shortly, finally. But they unlock cars and houses. They service Pontiac and the surrounding areas. They do video surveillance, locks and padlocks. They sell them and rekey them. They cut keys, door closures, safe combinations changed. And if you need any of this stuff done, give Caleb a call at 815-822-5653. Also, Marson's Home Improvements. Jeremy Marson. You've seen him comment already tonight about their sponsor match that they're talking about doing. Jeremy does really good work. They give out free quotes. And they do great work. They've done a lot of work here around the garage. I'm sorry, guys. I keep breaking up because people are coming in, giving us money, stuff like that. But anyway, Jeremy Marson's done a lot of work here in the garage and in my own personal house. Really good prices. I mean, it's hard to find anybody that's better than him on the price-wise and quality of construction-wise. Give Jeremy a call at 815-822-7517. Sammy's Pet Salon. They do grooming, bathing, nail trims, walking, pet setting, dogs, cats, rabbits, birds, exotics. All critters are welcome. Give Michelle Cool a call at 815-867-6658, or you can find her on Sammy's Pet Salon on Facebook. Also, we'd like to give Wilder Billiards a holler out. Chris refelted our table for us not long ago. Not long ago at all. And Chris refelts tables, he moves tables, he redoes rails. I mean, Chris can do almost anything you need to do to fix or refelt the table. Give Chris a call at 309-261-2256. Also, Edinger Custom Cues. Jim Edinger. He also owns Edinger's filling station here in town. Jim Edinger does tips, fixes cues, dings, anything you need fixed on the cue, he can fix it. And he makes cues, custom makes them. If you need anything done with your cue, or want a new cue made, or want to order a production cue, give Jim a call at 815-848-5853. I'm going to throw it back to Eric now for our upcoming matchups that he's had set up.
So, starting out here, coming this Saturday, June 6th, we've had to change the schedule just a little bit. Instead of Donnie Daly taking on Tony Gum, we decided to keep Tony, but Donnie had some stuff come up, so we're going to reschedule that matchup at another time. So we're going to have Sean Dow come to the garage from Champaign to take on Tony in a race to 15, playing 8-ball for some cash. Moving to June 13th, this matchup, folks, I am excited to announce. Okay, Hurricane Abe Shade is going to come to us from Peoria to the garage on G1 TV to answer the call of the returning Dustin Wilgus. Dustin Wilgus comments on Jay's Garage probably about a month ago, I'm ready to come out of retirement. He decides to go for the big dog. Dustin Wilgus was at one point in time one of the strongest gamblers that I've ever met. So we're going to see one of the top tournament players and gamblers in my thoughts in the Midwest take on a returning top gambler of the Midwest, June 13th, 5 p.m. right here on G1 TV. Moving to another matchup, if I can get my screen set straight here, June 20th. Okay, June 20th, we have Josh Donaldson from Peoria. Okay, and he is getting ready to take on Joey Dyer in 10-ball action. Races to 25, playing the world standardized rules. That is at 1 p.m. on G1 TV. So we're going to skip a little further here. I'm going to show you all three matches, but I want you to focus on the very last one because this one is also a throttle of a matchup. I have just scheduled today. Josh Franklin from Peoria is going to take on Ryan Ponton. These two kids I have known for a long time. I've known them both before they were 21 years old. I've known them through the junior leagues, all kinds of things like that. These guys are absolute animals, and they're going to get it on right here on G1 TV in Jay's Garage. They're going to play a race to 11, but it's going to be the best 2 out of 3 sets. They're going to play 9-ball. They're going to play very traditional style 9-ball with the 3-foul rule in effect. Okay, it is going to be alternate breaks, so they're looking at more of an exhibition than gambling in a way. And there's going to be no 9-ball on the break. Okay, and they're going to rack the 2 in the back to try to avoid pattern racking, but neither of these guys are going to do this to each other. They've known each other a long time, and they're both good friends. So we're going to see some excellent pool coming up here throughout the month of June on Saturdays on G1 TV. So as Cody here is getting ready to rack, we are going to take a really quick break, use the facilities if necessary, so you can catch us right back here in about 4 to 5 minutes on G1 TV. Thanks, everybody.
All right. And we're back for Cody Theeler to break rack number 6. Eric will be back here in 1 second. There he goes. Oh, yeah, he makes the 12 ball.
Starts off pocketing the pink stripe, which is the 12 ball.
Hey, I'm betting $1 right now. She gets cold. The one in the front row is going to be very, very cold. She's sitting right underneath that central air, or right underneath the air conditioner.
Yeah, she's in a direct path with the...
Yeah. All right, so he chooses stripes. I think he made the 11 ball in the top right corner pocket. I think you can see the 9 ball. I do not know what he's calling. I think he's calling the 15. He was calling the 15. Okay, there, bring Josh to the table. Josh has solids. From what I can see here, if he can see in between that 9 and 15, he'll have the 1 ball. It looks like he's going for the combination of the 6 and the purple 5 ball. The 5 in the bottom left corner. He almost puts it in there. To bring Cody back up to the table. Cody has the blue stripe 10 ball for the bottom right corner pocket. I think he can cut the 14 in the side, but he's going to go for that 10. If I were him, I would follow that up for the 15 in the corner, or in the side, but he did not follow it up enough. So now he's going to look down table at the purple 13 ball. See if he can get up under the 14. You got to make the 10 ball or 13 ball first. G1's number 1 rule: make the ball.
Josh has solids.
Yes, he does. He throws that cue ball way down there and gets lucky, but also takes away his corner pocket.
I think he knew he wanted the cue ball down there. I just don't think he knew where to put the cue ball.
Right. Wow. He drew the snot out of that one.
Because you could tell he only took a second to shoot it, but he had left-hand spin on it. He knew it was going down there. So moving from the 7 to the 4, maybe.
Yeah, either that or the 2.
So I would totally be shooting the 2 ball in the corner
to break that. Get that 9 ball out of the way.
I would definitely make sure that it hits off the rail, off the 9. Just to make sure that bumps it out there. I don't like shooting at the 9 ball first because I did the 9 ball flush and looked like an idiot. Yes, sir.
Yes, he did.
Hell of a
Very
shot.
good shot.
So now the only problem is, does he do the 6 first and go back to the 3? Because the 6 has a weird looking window.
He's playing top. He's going for the 3.
I would go for the 3. If you go for the 3, you can
come off of 2 rails and really leave yourself the right angle for the...
Come through the 9 ball with the 2 rails and get out to shoot the 6 in the corner pocket. So it's a good shot. Looks like he's got a little bit of left on it.
There you go.
So he got to where he needed to be. Now this is tricky though. He's got a super small window between the 14 and the 6, and if he hits it super hard, he could miss the 8, leave himself a bank, but I'm hoping he bumps into it. That would be...
he just missed it. How hard did he hit it, though? Look at that.
Yeah, he hit it real good.
Wow.
Nice shot, Josh.
Almost looked like he knew what he was doing.
Yeah. That's Josh kind of going outside of his means there. That's a pretty good shot for Josh. Putting in a hole.
I was waiting for him to shoot the
that's
8
a good
to the
shot.
round.
Yeah, that's that would right now be the G1 shot of the night.
That was a very good shot.
That was a strong shot for Homer to shoot there.
Josh coming up to break rack number 7. Ooh. He pulls out another G1 break.
You can tell he hangs out with me all the time.
He even breaks like you.
Because he dry breaks just as much as I do.
Alright, Cody's going to line up a combo here. Try to put that 3 ball in there off the 2. Oh. Did not get it. So let's see what Josh decides to do here. Let's see if he decides to go with stripes or those solids. Me, I think I like stripes because they are all around that 8 ball and you can control the game a little better right there. What do you think? Eric?
I'm thinking I'm answering a text.
Oh, he is answering a message.
I'm working. Even when I'm working all the time.
He's a multitasker. Yep, Josh is going for stripes. 14 in the top left corner pocket. And he shoots it right into the rail.
Ah! Nice shot, yo.
Alright, table is still open. This is Cody's second time to the table. I think he's still looking at those solids, though. Yes, he is. He's looking at the
So
duck.
again, Cody's electing to go for the ball that is closest to the pocket, and that is a very common move for a player who doesn't have a lot of experience. They're looking for the easiest shots instead of the right shots.
Takes the 4 on the side. Leaves himself for, I'm going to guess, a 7 up in the corner. Or is he going to take the 2? No, he's going to take the 7. Oh, just barely missed it. Alright, Josh comes up. 15 in the bottom left corner. He's probably going to roll it for the 14 in the same pocket.
Don't get straight in.
Oh, he might be alright.
So this shot he can punch. I would actually shoot some high right here, not what ball am I missing? That must be the 13.
It is.
Okay.
It is the purple 13.
All right, yeah.
Yeah, he got it. But
yeah, he got it. But
he got it all right.
The 11 going. Yeah, it looks like he's getting down confidently shooting that ball.
There he is. Oh, it goes all
no
day,
problem.
he says.
Uh-oh.
Got the
he's
10
got the
ball.
10 there.
He's got the 10. He's all right.
The 10 ball's by the 6 if you didn't see it, folks, because that's about the hardest one to tell on TV. Josh could. Oh my God, I'm gonna give him commentator's curse.
I
said
right
it
to the
too
rail.
soon. I was getting ready to say Josh has a potential to run this rack, but whoops, commentator curse got him.
Better bring Cody back to the table. If I'm Cody here, I am shooting that 2 ball. But I'm going to try to keep the cue ball there to play the 6-4 combo myself.
Yeah.
I don't think he's going to do that, though. He's going down table to the 1.
The 2 ball's a good shot to get to the 1, but the 4 doesn't need to be comboed.
Well, it doesn't.
So if you get up to the top,
I was trying to put
diamond
myself in his shoes.
by the side pocket. Yeah. It's always hard when
if he'd have put top left on that, the 1 ball there, he'd have came right back out and be set up perfect for the 4.
But he can still even shoot the 4 right now on the side.
He's going to try.
Which I think's what he's doing. Yeah, he missed the shot. Hit it too hard. Cody, you didn't have to hit the ball that hard, brother.
No, he didn't.
That, in all honesty, when we talk about those kind of shots too, bud, you got to look at it this way: how much of the cue ball is hitting how much of the object ball? So when you if you're going to super cut a ball, if you hit it 100 mile an hour, you're not hitting the object ball enough to slow it down. So
Nope.
you're probably hitting, once you hit the object ball, the cue ball probably still has 95 mile an hour on it
Right.
because you hit it so thin. So those shots there, you actually don't have to shoot very hard at all because the cue ball is going to do a lot of the work by itself. So when you fire at it, cue ball goes all over the place. You have a chance of scratching, hitting balls.
Hey, Cody's going to shoot the 7 in the bottom left or bottom right corner.
So watch out for a rattle here if it comes close. Yep.
Yep. This table plays so tight. I see so many balls rattled in the corner pockets. All right, Josh goes for the 9 in the top left corner. Nice and easy. Bumps the 8 and comes perfect for the 12. All right. Now he'll shoot this 10.
So Josh should slow roll this,
Yep.
play rail first.
No.
Nah, he didn't play rail
No,
first,
he's
and that's
all
why
right,
he's
though.
going to
He's
be
still
left in
good.
no man's lane there.
It goes on the side or the corner. He's got a couple
This
options
is a
here.
shot I'd shoot in the corner. I don't know if Josh shoots in the side or not, but
Right.
I'd shoot it in the corner.
He does.
Oh, he shot it right on the rail.
Oh.
That's a bold move, Josh. See if it pays off for you.
I thought you said the corner. He shot into the rail.
Yeah.
If the pocket would have been there, he'd have made it.
The corner's a little further down from them, pal. So, Cody, you should take the 6 ball here, man.
Yes.
You're going to shoot the 4. I mean, if you miss, you might turn out all right, depending on how hard you hit it. But you're going to...
I think I would have hit that 7 and just played safety. Uh-oh.
No, see what he did there? He did play safe. Yeah.
He played safety.
He did play safe. If you shot the 6 ball, Cody, the cue ball would have naturally come around for the 4 ball. But by shooting the 4 at that angle, you commit to a super hard shot. Even though the 6 ball looks like it's harder, it actually wasn't.
He gets ball in
So
hand.
he gets ball in hand.
He gets rewarded. Now he can shoot that 6.
Hey, Chris. He gets rewarded for sure.
There's Cody's chance to get one. Alright, he's going to shoot the 4. It's going to drift down table. He just does not want to get too straight. Well, he's got a chance here. Let's see what he does with it, though. I think the music stopped.
So he calls the bank. I don't like the bank. I like the cut personally. I don't trust banks. I think the cue ball goes crazy. But Cody, the thing that I would tell you in that situation, bro, is trust your cuts. Learn how to cut the ball. Players as they get better, unless if they play banks, it's almost like we kind of lose our ability to bank. Nice shot, Josh. So Josh is going to rattle an 8 to give Cody his first win. So Josh lets him out of a goose egg.
He got one.
Looking ahead of time. Again, check this match out. Here we go with Hurricane Abe Shade coming from Peoria to the garage to take on the returning, coming out of retirement, Dustin Wilgus. This is going to be a match that I'm going to thoroughly love to call. I'm super excited that it's going to be here on G1 TV. It's going to give G1 TV some recognition, that's for sure. So tune in with us on the 13th at 5 p.m. to check out Abe's and Dustin's match, Race to 20, 9-ball. They're playing the 3-foul. It's going to be winter break, so we're looking to catch some packs, that's for sure. And it's the magic rack, so they're not going to be having to bust the rack to make a ball on a break. So there's a chance that we could see some packs here, and I'm super excited to see it happen. So that is June 13th at 5 p.m. So here we go with game number 8. Josh leading Cody 6-1. Cody pockets the 1 on the break. Doesn't break the rack super well. There are some clusters in there, which means that some work has to be done. One thing I'll tell you, players, there's 13 of you watching right now. And I know I'm a pool player too, but being that I try to do everything, wear all these hats, as my friend Greg would say, one thing that I've noticed, I try my best to read. And with that being said, we make these flyers, right? And we want you to read them, but I just think it's funny because my phone is just blowing up with Facebook messages right now. And it's because we had a cancellation match, and I was trying to find an opponent for one of these guys to play this coming Saturday. Donnie Daly had to pull out of his matchup due to some family stuff. So I was trying to find Tony Gum some action, which I did, but that post is still blowing up with people telling me, I'll play. And people don't read, because I posted another post that said, I found Tony action. And I'm getting messages out the wazoo saying I'll play, all kinds of stuff like that. And I tell you what, as a tournament director, promoter, I really, really, really wish pool players would read.
Very nice shot.
It's a good shot, good breakout.
Yeah, it was. It's had a good run so far.
This is a potential bank if he's looking at that. Yep. He actually had the chance to make that bank. I think he thought that it was a straight-in shot, and obviously you guys could see that it come to the diamond in the front. But Josh has a super good opportunity right now to just take this game straight from Cody. Cody's got 1 ball left. Josh has a whole bunch of balls on the table.
He does.
He's just got to be careful. He can't make any mistakes here because the 15 ball is out in the open. He can't make
Cody
any
another
mistakes.
one right here, huh?
So I'm going to try to think like Cody here. I would come around a couple rails, I think. I like to let the ball go forward, but I think Cody's probably just going to draw back a little bit. It's what he's setting up for you.
Yep.
He's jacking up a little bit just to draw back. But I don't like drawing back. Okay, good stop shot. If you stop it, you're leaving yourself a ways away. I don't like draw period, so I don't use it. I try not to use it anyway. I just like to get closer to my shot. I would have come around a couple rails,
Oh,
and that's why. That's why. So when you leave yourself long like that, you just never know. So Josh has another opportunity here, but he's still got those 2 balls tied up. He needs to shoot the 3 ball, or he needs to shoot the 4 ball in a fashion to move down towards the 2 and the 5 ball right now, because he needs to play safety. He needs to play a safety. He needs to shoot the 2 and get behind the 5, so Cody doesn't have a shot on the 8. If he, yeah, man, he just what are you doing, Josh?
He just went for it. He went for it. I think we had to make it so there's no phones in the booth.
Yeah, I know, right?
We get distracted by both of our phones.
So Cody's going to have to bank this ball.
Yes, he is. I think I just roll it up to the 4. It's pretty straight. Make
Yeah.
the 4, call it in the pocket if it follows. If not, you take the pocket over and just roll the cue ball right on up there with it.
I agree, and he's also got an angle too. He could have gotten to the middle diamond.
Right.
If he gets to the middle diamond and makes the 4 ball, Josh is in trouble.
Right.
Josh is really flirting with the side
He
pocket.
is messing around, isn't he?
There you go.
There,
He
now you play the
finally
safety.
plays the safe and parks it behind the 5 ball. What up, Beck? So Cody's got a kick shot. I don't know if Cody's familiar with jumping. I would probably have to say from the way he's looking at it, that'd be a no. Believe it or not, here in Pontiac, we do have APA 3s and 4s that can jump.
Right.
So that now, do they jump well? Not so much. But I will tell you that they know how to get the cue ball off of the felt, and it's just about making an accurate shot. So I do have one student of mine who he's about an APA 4 that actually jumps extremely well. But then he'll get down and he'll shoot a ball straight into the rail. So, I mean, I guess it just depends on what you're comfortable with. So this kick shot, you can do a couple different ways. You can kick down to the left side of your screen, one rail into the corner. You can really try and slice it into the side. The shot that I'm going to call, which I think is what Cody's doing, is the Z shot. It's a 2-rail kick because the 8 ball's closest to the side pocket. So let's see what he does. Let's see how close he comes. I would go a little further. I think he's going to come up short.
Yep.
Yes, he did. So Josh now has a potential to get out. If the 5 ball goes, that's not the ball that I'm starting with, I don't think. It all depends at what the 2 ball looks like. Actually, I might even take the 2 in the bottom left-hand corner and roll forward to get to the 5 ball. I don't know, but it looks like he's using high English on it. So, do you call safe? He did call
Well,
save.
I'm guessing he did.
Yes, he did. So that's not too bad. I think Josh might have lost a little bit of focus, and he's kind of reacquired his focus. Back to playing within his means and playing smart. So Cody looks like he says, I got one more chance at this. Let's see if I can make it. The one rail is actually available now, and I don't think he sees. Oh, he drills it. Oh, I thought he made it. Wowzers, that would have been a great shot. He come a lot closer, and if you notice, he shot a little further towards the left-hand part of your screen this time. So I think Josh is shooting the wrong ball. I think I'd commit to the 3 ball first, because you don't have to do as much with the cue ball, and it's a clearer shot to get to the 8 ball. So now he's going to wind up on the rail. You're going to have to shoot the 8 in the side. If you go the other way, you shoot the 3 in the top left and just stop it. You could just float the 2 ball in the top right, bring the cue ball off the rail, and shoot the 8 ball on the bottom left. So let's see what Josh chooses to do.
He chooses hard and into the rail.
He chooses to miss the ball. Bring the cue ball all the way back down.
Off the rail.
Now for Cody here, this is a free miss, really. I mean, if he makes it, the game's over. But if he as long as he rolls it, it's a complete free miss. The cue ball is going to go up to the end of the rail. Josh is going to have to bank it. So let's see what he does. I guess it depends on how hard he hits it too. Yeah, he hits it hard enough. So yep, he misses. Cue ball goes up top to where Josh is going to have to bank it.
One, that's for sure.
So if I was Josh, I wouldn't even try for this bank. I'd just try to put the cue ball right back where it is. He tries to put the 3 in front of the 8.
These are one of the hardest shots on the table, isn't it?
Putting the 3 in front of the 8?
No, the cutting the 8 ball down the rail from across the table.
Well, it depends. I mean, the 8 ball is off the rail, which in my opinion makes it harder.
Yes, it does.
I don't mind the ball being on the rail. So
very nice.
So Josh is slowly but surely. Hey, Steven, I really hope you know him, but I'm just gonna tell you right now, I don't do that, man. So if you don't like what you see, it's pretty easy. Hit the X button. I don't like people talking crap about players. So just go ahead and hit the X button if you don't like what you see. All right, I don't do that. So here we go with rack number 9. All right, that's fine, but you can message him. Cue ball goes haywire. Was looking to make the 5 in the corner, but was robbed. Dry breaks again.
He pulls the G1 again.
Still not quite dark outside, so I'm surprised that.
Surprised they're not making more?
So many dry breaks are coming up. Hello, Terry. How you doing? Cody's looking to start with stripes here. He hits it really, really hard. Cody, you didn't have to hit it that hard, and it looked like you used some draw. Shoot that with a little bit of high and to the right side. You actually go on the other side of the pink 12 ball, the pink stripe there, and you don't hit it at all, and you're able to shoot the 12 in the bottom right, or in the top right-hand corner. And I guess I'm just going to shut up now because Cody just flips around and makes 3 balls in a row, like in the same shot. So Cody just showed me that I have absolutely nothing, and I might as well just return to playing pool and retire from being a commentator. So let's just see. This would be, I'm going to give him commentator's curse. This would be horrible if Cody loses this rack after making 3 strikes.
Don't do that to him.
I know.
Just because Josh is your friend. Come on, you are biased here. What is wrong with you?
You know what? Some of the best commentators in the history, in the history of pool, are biased. So, look at Europe. Look at the Mosconi Cup. Do you ever notice an American hosting the Mosconi Cup? No, they're both European commentators. And here's Josh getting ready to put the one to get shape on the purple
5-ball. You had to think about the 5-ball for a minute.
I had to think about
You wanted
it.
to call it the 4.
I almost called it the purple 4-ball. You don't see any Americans on the Mosconi Cup anymore. Nice shot, Josh.
Nice
Better
shot,
be playing
Josh.
safe, man. Oh, Terry, I can't remember if I answered your question. I'm doing okay. You see what I'm doing. I'm hanging inside a booth talking crap about your son, but you know how it works. He'd do the same thing for me, so.
Oh, yes he would.
He plays okay safe. This is one of the shots that I would say playing within your opponent's means. He left Cody a pretty fairly difficult shot. So yep, he's gonna. This is the right shot, shooting the 13 in the top right corner.
He needs to walk back and look at it though.
Yeah, he needs to definitely look at it. When you just get down to shoot, you're guessing. And this is a slow roller as far as I'm concerned. If you hit it hard, you got a chance of scratching.
And that's why you need to go back and look at it.
Making the 8-ball.
Step back, line it up, walk around to the side of it.
So one thing I don't like about what Josh is doing right now, he's just getting down and shooting. He's got that tunnel vision going on right now, where he sees a shot and he's just about making balls.
He's got that lead right now and he feels comfortable.
So now he's done it again. He's wound up. I don't know. How do you get up 6-0 and he's playing super smart. And now the score is 6-2, and Josh isn't thinking as clearly as he once was. So this could be a safety coming. I don't know why he would try and make this, because the 3 or the 4 does not go by the 9, and that's where the cue ball is going to wind up going.
Yep.
So he's playing the 3 into the 9. That's a good save, Josh.
That was a good shot.
That's a good save. Country, aren't you outside the door right now? Isn't Country Hills here still?
I thought so.
Country, I see you.
So Cody's got a really difficult shot ahead of him here. So unfortunately, at this point, I don't believe there's just not a lot that he can do to win the rack. He could try to kick it at the 13 ball, which that's what he's going to try and do. But even if he does try to hit the 13,
I think on that one I would have just pushed Josh's 2 ball right up against his 3 ball there. Gave him ball in hand and let him work a little bit.
Yeah, but I mean, if you do that though, what's just not to say that he just doesn't play safe?
Well, if he plays safe,
you could make the 9 ball and draw back behind the 8. You know what I mean?
But then again, drawing back is harder than playing follow.
You're right. So Josh is going to draw into this, it looks like. No, he's not. I got no idea what he's going to do now. He's maybe another safety. Put him behind the 8 ball one more time.
Well, he did not put it behind the 8. What's he going to do here?
Yeah, I'm not understanding Josh's logic by any means for this. If he tries to call it with the 9, I don't think that goes with the 9. Is he going to try to put the cue ball
back down here on the headrail?
He might be trying to put it back down on the headrail. I don't...
I have no clue. He completely lost me on that one.
I don't know what that was either. So I think he's kind of had like, this is the old school kind of poke and hope, folks, where he's just I just hope Cody misses this ball, but Cody hasn't missed the last couple shots that he had been missing in the beginning. So he might be making Josh pay right now. So
fired it in like it had eyes.
And now, once again, this is another free miss.
Yep.
I wouldn't even. He's going to drill this. I wouldn't even drill it. Yeah, when you drill it, you miss
Yep.
it. You got.
Uh-oh.
That's a slow roller.
Yep.
I shouldn't see a slow roll. You can hit it with some speed, but you don't want to draw it. You don't want to kill it. You just let the ball go.
Yep.
And you making it, the cue ball rolls
right
up a little bit. So now Josh has a chance. Yep.
He made it.
Shot. Got to clip it. Oh, he missed the ball. Missed the ball.
He left himself a bank shot, though. Is he banking it, or is he trying to cut it?
No,
he tried to bank.
He chose to bank, man. He better hope that gets to. He's in trouble.
He might have to pay for that one. Yep. Cody got it.
Woo.
He got it.
All right, so
that's 3 in a row.
Yeah, Josh is making some mistakes, and he's letting Cody come knocking on heaven's door right now.
Yes, he is.
Josh was up 6-0, and now is up 6-3. So this is going to be game number 10 here. The way Cody was playing in the beginning, I wasn't sure if we were going to need 2 breaks, but Cody is playing significantly better than what he was, and Josh is letting him right back in anyway.
Right. Cody says he plays better the more he drinks. And you know what? He's been drinking for a while now, and it's starting to look like it.
Well,
he's getting relaxed.
Yeah. I mean,
he was playing tight at first.
He's
really
starting
tight.
to forget.
Yep.
But the thing is, and I will tell people too, they say, oh, well, I play better when I'm drinking and things like that. Let's just say I've never run into a professional player
right
who plays better when they drink.
But the amateur guys get more relaxed.
They get more relaxed,
yes.
But they only play to a certain level because they get intoxicated.
Right.
The thinking process disappears,
Right. But I will say there is a happy medium in there where you don't get drunk, but you get relaxed, and you're feeling comfortable. Your mind's still clear.
Yeah, but how many people stick with that?
Yeah, it's hard to stay right there. You got to mix some water in with it all.
Yeah, you got to take a break every once in a while, huh?
You got to mix the water with the liquor on that one. Once you get to that spot. Oh. All right.
So let's see what kind of trouble Josh can get himself into now. And then let Cody capitalize on it. Starting off with a 3, let's see what he's moving to. Maybe the 1 in the corner. Oh, he tied himself up with that.
I think
no,
he
he
can still
didn't.
get to the 1.
I think he can get there.
Yeah, he left himself the 5 too. That purple 5 ball. Oh. All right, he sets Cody up here. A purple 13 ball. Cody's trying to decide whether he wants to follow it up or draw it back. Well, he came back down for that pink 12 ball. And he rolls right up in there for that 11. Wow. I was wondering how he's going to get there. He figured it out.
But he didn't get quite straight enough.
He didn't get straight, but
But okay, yeah.
He
so
got on the
he's-
right side of it.
Yeah, he's just got to be careful of where he puts
Now,
the other
is
stripes.
he going to look at the? Is he going to shoot the 11 or is he going to shoot the 9?
I would definitely be shooting the 11.
I would too, and he did.
He moves the 9.
Uh-oh.
Get out of the
Get
way,
away,
one.
No, he's got the 14. If he does it right, he can get back up there. Oh, he's still got the 15 on the table too. So. See what he does here. Looks like he's jacking up to draw this ball back. And he did. But I don't quite think that 9 ball goes past the 15, Cody. You didn't look at that. So he's going to shoot the 15.
Yeah,
Now,
Josh needs to be careful. You're right. Cody's playing
he is.
much better than what he was in the
Oh.
beginning of the matchup.
I told you, he got loosened up.
Yep. So is this the 6 ball that's here, or is that the 14?
That's the 6. He's
Okay,
already
so-
made the 14.
He's getting ready to play the 9 in the corner here.
He's going to try to follow the 1 ball in.
Yeah, which is going to be really hard from the distance.
Right.
He
So
has
I
to
would
have just
shoot
the
it.
right amount of speed. Yeah, it's going to
Yeah,
it's
I
gonna
would have
come up
shot that
short
soft
on him.
and tried to leave Josh right on the head rail.
Mhm.
Right where that
That's-
9 ball is right now
Yep.
is where I would have tried to leave the cue ball.
That's what he should have done too. Yeah.
But he did move Josh an easy shot. He does not have an easy shot. He's got to play a safety here.
See, he is going to play safe. I don't know if he's going to put it behind the. See, get it behind the 7? Yeah, he did.
Yeah, he did.
Good shot. It
Very nice.
causes Cody to do that Z bank again.
Yep.
Tell you what, one of these times he better
He's
be
gonna get
careful
it.
because he might drill it.
Right. He keeps edging closer and closer with each one that he does.
So this is a shot. I would shoot as close to the diamond to the side, closest to the side pocket as I could,
Yep.
and then a bunch of high and a bunch of right. And I would hit it medium to hard. I wouldn't
Definitely.
hit it
I
really
wouldn't
hard.
blaze it.
He didn't have enough right-hand English
No,
on it.
he
You
didn't.
could tell in the rotation.
And
of
he
the
hit
ball
in
that he didn't
between
have anything
the
on
2
it.
diamonds, not
Yep.
up as close as he could get to that diamond.
Josh needs to start with the 6 ball, and he's starting with the 5 ball.
Yes, he is. Oh, he's looking around.
He needs to start with the 6 ball. Let's see if I can be his conscience here. 6 ball. 6 ball. He's looking though, which is good.
He's going back to it.
He could start with the 2 as well. He could roll the 2
Yeah,
forward.
You think
but
he's
he's gonna
going
go to
5, 7, 6, 2, 8 is what he's looking at.
That's what I think he is too. He might even be looking to play another safe. I think he can't get past number 6, and I think it's pissing him off a little bit. So you got to look out for scratching off the 8 here. So yeah, he plays a.
Yes, he did.
Oh, he didn't leave.
Did he leave a window?
What's his mannerism say?
I'm not sure. He's giving it a hard stare.
Yeah, he is. He's not I don't know if he's exactly sure if it goes or not.
Cody's calling it up there, but I think he's going to try this 2 rail thing again.
Yeah, definitely. He really wants to hit this 2 railer.
Now I think Josh will start with the 6. Yeah. Know
You really
what? I
think
changed
so?
my mind. Knowing him, he's probably going to go with the 2 or the 7.
I would have actually gone with the 2 ball personally.
Right.
I'd have rolled the
Because
2
6 is
ball
sitting
all
right
the way
there.
up.
And then you follow up, shoot
Yeah,
the 7.
I would have shot the 6 ball last.
Yeah. Come back out for the 6 on the side. You're right there for the
Yep.
for the 8 in the
Well, no,
top left corner.
after the 7, I'm actually shooting the 6 in the corner.
Well,
I'm just rolling off the rail.
so
and
you're
playing
going to
the
roll
6
out
in
to the
the
center
corner.
of the table and
Yeah,
play
it's
the
a
8 in the
stop
bottom
shot.
left.
Yep, it's just a stop shot.
Right.
Boom, and I'm coming up here to the
Right.
top left. What is he?
Did he
Oh,
call
he
a
played
safety?
safe.
What a dick.
What are the chances he shoots the 6 ball now, Jay?
Hey,
50-50?
I bet he shoots the 2.
Oh, whoa,
He is gonna
what's
go for
going
the
on
6
here? He's getting ready to play the
Hey,
ball. He should have
I bet
played
he's gonna
5
play
shots
safety
ago.
again. Did you tell him to play a bunch of safes?
I didn't tell him nothing.
You did
Oh,
consciously,
did he
didn't
play
you?
safe?
You did consciously, didn't you?
You know, he did play safe. So this is interesting. I would have to say, I actually think Josh is playing mind games with Cody. And I have, in all my years, I've been friends with Josh Foss for 15 years, and I've never really known Josh to be a mind game kind of guy. And I truly feel right now, he's won the last 3 games, and he's just playing mind games with him. But now that's actually a good hit with a bad roll.
Yeah.
Because he
He
hit it
made a
good,
really
and he
good hit
still
on that.
winds up being straight in on him. So it looks like, unless if Josh does something
Like shoots it straight
incredibly
into the rail.
bad, he's going to shoot the 8-ball into the top left to go up 7-3, and we are going to hopefully take a minute to talk about our sponsors if Josh makes this 8-ball. There we go. All right. So Jay, hit us up with some
Alrighty.
sponsors, will you?
I'm going to start off with Sammy's Pet Salon, Michelle Cool. Grooming, bathing, nail trims, walking, pet setting, dogs, cats, rabbits, birds, exotics. All critters are welcome. Contact Michelle Cool at 815-867-6658. Baxter's Locksmith and Security Solutions, your one-stop security shop. They unlock cars and houses, servicing Pontiac and the surrounding areas. They also do video surveillance, locks and padlocks, sold and rekeyed, keys cut, door closure, safe combinations changed. Caleb is the reason you're seeing the picture you're seeing today, because we have one of his cameras right up here, right on the table. You can get a hold of Caleb at 815-822-5653. We also have Marson's Home Improvements. Jeremy Marson is the owner, and he does most of the work himself, believe it or not, with a friend. They've done a whole lot of work here in the garage and a whole lot of work in my house. You can get a hold of Jeremy at 815-822-7517. We also have Wilder Billiards. The owner is Chris Wilder, and he refelted the diamond that you see sitting right here in your screen. You can get a hold of Chris Wilder for moving your table, refelting your table and rails, fixing your table, putting new rails on. Get a hold of Chris at 309-261-2256. We also have Edinger Custom Cues. Jim Edinger. He owns Edinger's Filling Station 2. He makes cues. He changes tips. He fixes cues, takes dents out. Pretty much anything you want done with a cue. If you want to order a cue, production cue of any kind, he can order it. You can get a hold of Jim Edinger at 815-848-5853. I'll throw it over to Eric now.
All right, so we have feature matches that we have to talk about coming up on the Saturday breakout matches. So first we're starting with June 6th. We had to have Donnie Daly be removed due to family purposes, so we had to find some action for Tony Gum. Tony Gum said he still wanted to play, and we found some action. I don't have the flyer for it because we just made it. I think I just scheduled that match at like 5:55 earlier today. So we're going to have a different player. We're going to have Sean Dow from Champaign make his way to the garage to take on Tony Gum, who is the owner of Breakers Bar and Grill in Clinton, a personally very good friend of mine. He gave me my start in tournament directing, and if you've ever played in one of my tournaments, I personally feel that I run them very well. I don't have a lot of complaints, and without Tony, I wouldn't have been able to get started on that venture. So that's going to be a race of 15 playing 8-ball. So if you check out your screen, you're going to see some awesome stuff of some other matchups that are going to get to happen. So we're going to start right here on the left-hand side talking about Abe Shade and Dustin Wilgus. The Hurricane takes on Wilgus, the returning Dustin Wilgus. Dustin went into retirement probably about 3 years ago to start a family and kind of start fresh in a new life, that kind of thing. But he says he's getting the itch. He wants to come back. He wants to get back in the box, and he decides to call out one of the top dogs that Illinois has to offer in the process. You can catch this action June 13th. This is one of the best tournament players I've ever seen in my life, and Abe taking on one of the best gamblers that I've ever seen in my life in Dustin. So tune in to G1 TV on June 13th for that action. The following Saturday, we've got Josh Donaldson from Peoria taking on Joey Dyer from Ottawa in some 10-ball action, racing to 25, starting at 1:30. That's on June 20th on G1 TV. And finally, I just made this matchup about 5:30-ish this evening. I've been working on it for a couple days, trying to set it up with these gentlemen. I am super, super excited to announce that the Battle of the Young Guns is coming to Jay's Garage. We're going to have Josh Franklin, a juniors champion, take on Ryan Ponton, a juniors champion. They are not young anymore, but in their age, I think they're 23-ish, something like that. They've known each other for a long time. They've been rivals for a long time. Josh is from Creve Coeur, which is by Peoria. Ryan Ponton is from Kankakee. That's going to put Jay's Garage right in the middle of that clash of titans. So with that being said, they're running races to 11. They're hitting the best 2 out of 3 sets. 9-ball, they're playing traditional 9-ball with the 3 foul, but instead of winter break, they're going alternate break. So it's kind of more of an exhibition than it is a gambling match. They do have some money on the line, but I think they're trying to do it for the entertainment of themselves since they're friends and the entertainment for you all. That is no 9 on a break, and they're putting the 2 in the back to try to save any chance of pattern racking, anything like that. But anyway, those are the matches that we have set up on G1 TV. So I'll leave that here for you to check out. Jay and I are going to take a quick break. We'll be right back in about 2 to 5 minutes. So stick with us right here on G1 TV. All right, folks, welcome back to the broadcast. We're going to get going here. As you can see, Josh is getting ready to break game number 11, leading Cody Theeler by a score of 7-3. So let's see. It's getting dark out, so we're not going to... Oh, there's the scratch. Oh, he made a ball on the break. It ain't bad. He says he made 3 balls on the break, but I think one of them was a cue ball. Hey, if you guys like what you see, do me a huge favor. Like the post, let us know that you're here. Okay, but then I need you to do the most important part. We won't grow unless if you allow people to share to see us. So do me a huge favor. Go click the share button, and just help us grow. We really would appreciate. We really would appreciate the share. We're sitting at like 415 members on Jay's Garage right now, I think. I would love by the end of the month to hit 1,000. I don't know if I ever will. Might not even hit 500. But I would love by the end of the month to hit that 1,000 mark. So if you could just share for me, that would mean a lot. So they're playing ACS World Standardized Rules, so that is why he took ball in hand behind the kitchen. They are not playing traditional BCA format like you've seen on a lot of the broadcasts. So after the break, yeah, Kevin, no, he's missed 2 8 balls in tonight's matchup, so the Cardinal in him occasionally still shows up. But it hasn't really been, it actually kind of looks like the Cardinals are actually having a good season in Josh. But you never know, the Cardinals could tank at any point in time, just like Josh's 8-ball game. So you never really know what's just going to happen with him. As of right now, here we are. Josh is running balls and running himself into a sticky situation. So let's see what he chooses to do here. He breaks out the 14. He breaks out the 12 ball. It's not a terrible shot considering ability, because the 2 ball's super close to the 8. Cody has to find a way to get on the bottom side of the 2 ball. If he gets there, there is a potential that he could get out of the rack. But he's got to get there, and he's got to get there way sooner than later.
Right, he's got to get there early.
If he gets there too late, he's not going to have much of a shot. This is a good opportunity to get there. He hit it too hard. He's going to scratch. Yep. Yeah. So it's the same thing with Josh. So Cody has to get underneath to shoot the 2 ball. Well, Josh has to get underneath to shoot the 8 ball.
Yes, he does.
So this is a shot that you have to start with the 14. So I would put the 14, not there. Definitely, I want to put the cue ball there. I put the 14 almost on top of the 10. I put the cue ball almost on top of the 14, but about 2 diamonds high. And then I would shoot it really soft, come off the bottom rail, come up to the top part of the rail, and then I would slow roll the 14 or the 12 ball, the pink 12 ball, all the way up.
He's going with the 11.
To get to the 11.
The 11 is the ball that you need to get on the 8.
Yep, that's right. That's right. That is the ball to get on the 8. So I am curious as to what Josh is going to... He's going to have to bank it, I think. Can he get good shape here?
No, he's going to have to bank it.
He's going to have to bank the 12 ball.
And then he's got to watch out for the 2 solids that are up on the head of the table.
I would just be tapping this ball.
No, he ran into him, but look at that. Look. Oh, I don't think
he overran
it.
Did you see him shake his head like, oh, I was planning to do that. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, we all know better.
Good try, Cardinals fan. We figured you out there. Yeah, good try.
Damn Cardinals
So here we go, banking the 8 ball cross side. Looks like he's going to be close. A little wide. Just a tad bit wide. If he would have hit it harder,
outside.
If he would have hit it harder, that ball would have went in.
Right. Where Cody starts with the 4. Rolls back up the table a little bit here for the 2. I don't know. I think I'd try to get that cue ball down to the end of the table. That's not going to be good for him.
Cody's not going to like that.
No, he left Josh straight in the side pocket. Actually,
so
I guess
Josh
on that one,
getting ready to pot the 8 ball into the side pocket.
Cody probably should have tried a little bit of safety game right there on Josh. Tried to give it back to him.
Did he really have a lot of safes to play, though?
Well, he had the 4. All he had to do was just do a little draw, and he'd have been right behind the 2.
Yeah, that's the big piece, Cody. When you watch this back here, you gotta begin to understand that it's not always about making a ball. When we went outside earlier, Cody even said, "Josh, your safeties are killing me." Well,
yes,
if your safeties are killing you, what's that tell you? That means
Play
that if you played safe, you'd kill Josh too.
Right. Yes, you would. All right, Cody up to break game number 12. Oh.
So
he almost scratched on the break there.
This brings up an interesting thing though. So I watched Cody just break, and I thought to myself, man, I wonder if he's using phenolic. And I just looked up at Cody's tip, and Cody's got, I know for sure, a phenolic cap. So I just kind of want to talk about the break for a second. Your break cue is going to determine what happens a lot of times in the breaks that you have. And you can almost tell what kind of tip you have on how the break happens rack per rack per rack. I noticed this about 2 years ago. And I could be sitting in an arena all the way away, and the only thing I could see is this guy breaking. And by the motion of the cue ball, I could pretty well tell what kind of tip he was using. When you use something that's plastic, so you've got like, I'm just going to name off a few that you guys may have heard before. The Wengler, the White Diamond, Phenolic, G10. I'm sure there are others, but those are the 4 that I've had experience with in the past. When you break with them, it's almost like the cue ball bounces off the rack.
Right.
It's like there's no drive, and that's because that these plastics are so hard. They don't generate any spin. They just almost generate speed, and it's just a lot of speed, no power. Just speed. It's almost like it's a light, hard hit. Now, when you start to get into your leathers, and I'll talk to you about some leather tips too. So back in the day, Le Pros.
Yep.
The Le Pro tip that used to come. This is crazy. So when you buy a cue from a mass producer, and it used to have a Le Pro tip on it, those things were some of the hardest things that I've ever experienced in my entire life. They were so hard, and they made great break tips. And then we also have the most common one that players use today is the Samsara.
Yep.
That is the leather tip. I think they just came out with a new break tip. I haven't paid a lot of attention to it. I think it's called the Paiku.
I've heard of it.
Yeah, I think it's called the Paiku break tip. I haven't used a lot. I haven't paid attention to it at all. I love my Samsara personally, so I'm really not interested in looking for another one. But I just truly feel by looking at these, a Water Buffalo was another one that was hard as hell when it was brand new. Now, the crazy part is say I called Mueller's and I said, hey, I want a box of Le Pros. The crazy part was, and I learned this through George, we'd get this box of Le Pros and you'd go to put it on your cue, completely different. A Le Pro is the most inconsistent tip that I have ever seen in my entire life. When you buy them from a store already on a cue, they're hard as a rock.
Right.
But when you get them in those packages, like I think there's like I think a little box has like maybe 60 tips in it. Dude, you could get one that's hard as rock. You could get one that's petrified. I watched a LaPro tip, no joke, break in 4 different places, break in one day.
Wow.
Like you looked at it and it just fell apart. It just disintegrated on your tip. Crazy, but I just almost took an entire rack to talk about a break. But
Right.
if you guys are ever interested in following, like those are the kinds of things, that's how you become a good player, just the studying of what goes on. You know, we have our equipment, but you have to understand what your equipment does and why it doesn't. So, like Predator shafts, you know, they're low deflection. Okay, well, low deflection means that it doesn't squirt a lot. It doesn't squirt a lot. So, but why doesn't it squirt a lot? Well, that's because the wood's spliced differently to go through a different angle that causes less bend, therefore less deflection.
Yep.
So you just gotta know. You gotta take your time. You gotta study. That's how you're gonna become a great player. A great player understands every circumstance of the game, and that includes their equipment. So Cody scratches on the 10 ball. And he leaves Josh with a potential to go up 9-3. Josh, if I was Josh, I would probably play the 4 ball first, but if I'm going to shoot the 3 first, it's not a terrible shot. I shoot it in the side pocket because I want to play the combination. I want to shoot the 4-2 combination to keep the 4 ball in the pocket for the next shot. So here, Josh runs into some trouble because he wants to commit to shooting the 4 on the side, but now you see he's taking his time. He's kind of like, crap. So he might get a little funky if he's not careful. So there's the funky. So he's got an interesting shot in the side. He's got a hope that he can shoot the 4 on the side, and the English is going to take forward to miss the 10 ball. That's down on the right-hand portion of your screen. He's going to send the cue ball all the way down table, and then all the way back to try to shoot the 8 ball right past where the cue ball's at right now. But he's got to hit it really good. He's got to make sure that it misses the 10 ball. He shoots it in the corner.
Oh.
I'm not going to lie, I didn't think Josh had that shot in his arsenal.
I didn't think he could make it.
Yep, that's why I'm calling the shot on the side. I'd never see Josh shooting that ball in the corner. Folks, Josh just impressed me. He's been my friend of 15 years, and I never saw that shot coming a mile away. So let's just hope. I do see a rattle coming in here, though.
No,
he proved
right
me
in the
wrong
heart.
2 times in one game. He is going to laugh at me when he hears that. I'm not sure if Cody actually understands how nice of an out that actually is.
That was a hard
Josh
one.
came through with 2 good, solid shots to
Put
get to the hill.
himself on the hill.
So, Josh is leading Cody 9-3 now. I will say with this angle, I can't wait for Baxter's Home Security to get this other camera in here.
Me either.
He's super busy, and we're being really patient. But
Yes, we are.
For me, I just can't tell sometimes. You get certain angles, and I just can't tell whether or not they're shooting them in the side or if they're shooting them in the corner. So it'd be nice to click that other button.
Yeah, it would.
So we can give a much better look as to how they are going to shoot the shot. So Josh getting ready to break rack number, looks like 13.
Yes, sir.
On the hill. He's only got 1 game left. So let's see if Josh can get the last W or if Cody's going to start his comeback. 3 balls down.
Ooh. Rack's pretty wide open here, too.
It is open. I will say Josh is fully capable of running a rack. But it's weird. You just got to catch him in a certain mood for him to run a rack. It's kind of goofy. You just kind of know when Josh has a pool cue in his hand where you're just kind of like, yeah, he's actually going to run out on me. And he knows that he's going to run out on you too. So Josh can play. He just doesn't play enough.
How does the 1 go by the 7?
The 1 does go by the 7. I'm very confident in that. So
so he can just slide right out for the 2 right here.
That's what I would do. I feel that's what he needs to do.
Nope, he's going to shoot the 2.
Yeah, I don't like this because it puts you in a
doesn't
weird
leave you
spot.
anywhere.
If he shoots it soft, okay, plays the
Yeah,
rail,
come
comes
back
across.
out for the 7.
I'm not used to Josh
Or is he
playing the
gonna go for
rails
the
either.
5?
So obviously the pool playing that we've been done. Well, we've been in here
Right.
almost all the time. So the pool playing that we're doing, he's watching a little bit at least. Because I use
Staying off
the
his phone a
rails
little
a
bit,
lot.
paying attention.
Yep. So here's the 5. It looks like he's going to stop it. I'd roll forward and play the 4 on the side. He's got natural angle.
Oh.
Yeah. Well, I don't know if you saw Jay. He
Yep.
shot into the middle, kind
Yeah,
of
he did.
arced his cue up a little bit, which is going to throw English on the ball when you're
Yep.
doing all kinds of stuff. In prime Josh fashion, shoots the ball. You guessed it.
Into the rail.
Straight into the rail. All right. Yeah, another ace Gernentz shot.
All right, Cody's going to try for this 10-11 combo into the side, and he drills it. He actually left himself pretty good here. I think I play the 13, roll up. Play the 14 on the other side down here. Play the 9 ball, come back out.
Uh-oh. Get out of there. He's going to bury himself.
He hit so hard. If only he would hit a softer.
Another thing that Cody needs to experience, too, is the idea of using all 6 pockets.
Right.
He registers the 9 ball being close to that side pocket,
Yep.
so he doesn't even see shooting it away
Right.
from the side pocket until
either
it's
of the
too
corner
late.
pockets.
Yep.
Well, now he sees it.
Well, he sees it now because he has no choice.
Right. And he drilled it.
Pockets the shot.
Whoa.
Now he's starting to get into no man's land, though. You gotta really be careful.
Yeah.
So I mean, after he
He's
shoots
got
this
the
ball,
15.
ball's gonna make all the difference as to whether or not he gets back.
Depending
in the
on
line
where he
or
gets-
not. He rattles it.
But he takes away the pocket for
Yeah,
the 5.
but notice how he shot it though.
Yeah.
You could tell
He
that he
kinda
didn't
rushed
have
a
any
little
idea
bit.
where the cue ball was going.
Well, no. He was just hoping to get down there close to
Yep,
those stripes.
Yep.
All right. Josh lines up in the 1 ball. Nah, he's thinking better of it. He's going to look a little bit.
So Josh is opting to shoot a harder shot.
Yes,
shooting
he
the
has.
1 in the corner.
Yeah. Guess he is banking on Cody's ball making ability, but then again, Cody has been making balls quite often here.
Yeah, you got to be
in the
careful. You
later
got to be
stretches.
careful. And a part of me thinks you're right, but the worst part is Josh might not even realize it in that shot that's what he was banking on. But what he's done here, the 10 can go on the side.
Yes, it can.
As long as he takes his time, the 14 ball is going to be pushed kind of towards the side pocket.
Right.
The only thing he's got to worry about here is getting buried behind
I was
the
going to
5
say,
ball.
buried behind the 5.
Because if he takes a bad bump off the 14,
Now see here, I think, is that the 15 or the pink 12?
that's the 12 ball.
All right, I take it with top left to come back off under the 10 and 14.
Okay, so you're going to... top left. Okay,
Yes.
yeah. Yeah, and shoot it in the side.
Yep.
Yeah. Me personally,
He's
I
smart.
think...
He didn't move the 15 though, because that would have opened this table wide up for Josh.
Yeah, me personally, I probably would have taken the 10 ball, but that's also... I'm shorter than you are.
Right.
A lot.
Right.
So I'm not... If I don't have to stretch and I feel I can get out, I'm not going to stretch.
Right.
I shouldn't laugh at that. What?
Up at Facebook. No. Go up. 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 No, don't move his name.
Well, that's weird.
It's stuck on your...
Well, nobody's told me, so...
I just saw it. There we go. I just happened to see it.
Yeah, sorry about that. We had a slight technical difficulty with Facebook, so. Uh-oh.
Uh-oh. Oh.
Cody went for broke.
He did. But in doing so, he didn't leave Josh much.
Yeah, he didn't leave Josh a lot.
He's being smart and leaving that pocket tied up.
So Cody still has the 10, the 14, the 15, and the 12 on the table.
Josh is going to play a safety here.
Huh.
No? Wow.
Did he? Did
wow.
He? Oh, he didn't call that ball.
I was going to be like, that's one hell of a kick shot.
Oh. Yeah. I'm an asshole. Sorry, Marissa. I'm an asshole. I'm not going to lie. I was surprised you said it in the first place. My head just went in the wrong spot. I'm sorry. I thought to myself for sure, I'm like, I can't believe she just said that, but no. Yeah, that's just me.
Oh, your head went straight to the dick spot.
It did. I just... You suck. Sorry, Josh has come up to the commentary booth, so I had to tell him how I felt.
Yes, he did.
You suck. Now what are you going to do, Josh? Welcome to the viewers who just joined us here on G1 TV inside Jay's Garage.
Hey, Tom, how you doing, man? There, now Josh is thinking.
Hey, Tom, what's
his
up?
noodle there.
Tom was our first official feature matchup. We had our first matchup between Jim Doppler and Adam Ashman, but that's back when we didn't really realize That's when we whatever. That's when we didn't really realize that this was going to take off as it did, and Tom said he wanted to get a match before he took off to Indiana to his new home. So we put him up against Jim, and I believe he defeated Jim 20 to 12.
I don't
14?
remember the score.
Something like that. I don't know. But Tom won. Tom played really solid.
Oh, he played really good.
Yeah, it was a good first match to call for G1 TV. So.
All right, Cody has a chance to get another one here. Oh no.
That's not good.
No, sir.
So he has the potential to make it, though.
Yeah.
It's a hard shot.
Yeah, very hard.
I would jack up on this ball.
Well,
I'm going to try to control the cue ball. If you shoot, well, think about how thin he's shooting it.
Yeah.
That cue ball is going to go crazy.
He's not. I don't know.
That's going to be close.
Yeah.
That's going to be really close.
Oh, he pushed through it.
Look at where the cue ball runs.
Yep.
If you jack up, it just stays on this end of the table. And I just like to control the cue ball.
Right. All right, let's see what Josh does here.
So
is he going to come back out, or is he going to try to play under?
Josh needs to play a couple
corner?
rails. I would put a bunch of left on this ball.
I would spin the hell out of it.
Oh. You're going to scratch, Josh? Oh, you're going to play bump shape.
Play a little bump shape. He learned that from you too, didn't he?
Mm-hmm. You're right. Yeah, he thinks, what would G1 do, and then do the opposite.
And he makes it,
folks. So the game is set and match. The winner is Josh Gernentz by a final score of 10-3. But before we go, we need to thank a bunch of people, and I think Jay is going to do that.
All right. We want to say thank you to Marson's Home Improvement. Jeremy Marson. They do home improvements, floors, tiles, doors, entry doors, pretty much, roofs. They do all kinds of stuff. Give Jeremy a call at 815-822-7517. Also, Sammy's Pet Salon, Michelle Cool. They do grooming, bathing, nail trims, walking, pet setting, dogs, cats, rabbits, birds, exotics. All critters are welcome. Get a hold of Michelle at 815-867-6658. We also have Baxter's Locksmith and Security Solutions, your one-stop security shop. They unlock cars and houses, servicing the Pontiac and surrounding areas. They do video surveillance, locks and padlocks. They sell them and rekey them. They cut keys. They do door closures. They do safe combinations, change them. They have 24-hour service on new and used safes. Give Baxter's a call at 815-822-5653. We also have Wilder Billiards. Chris Wilder, he refelted the table you're looking at out there. And he moves them, redoes rails. He does all kinds of stuff with the table. Call Chris at 309-261-2256. Also, Edinger's Custom Cues. Jim Edinger, really good friend of mine. He made one of my early cues. Actually, it was probably about the fourth or fifth cue that he made. I have it. And he's making me a new one. He makes custom cues, repairs cues, puts new tips on cues. Pretty much, if you need something done to the cue, Jim's your guy. Get a hold of Jim Edinger at 815-848-5853. And I'm going to throw it back over to Eric for our upcoming matchups.
Thanks, Jay. So, coming up, we're going to talk about the 6th first, Saturday, June 6th. We're going to see Sean Dow take on Tony Gum. Sean's from Champaign. Tony Gum is from Clinton. They're going to be playing some 8-ball action. That's going to get started at 2 p.m. And then, as you can see on your screen right now, 3 major matchups coming up the next following Saturdays. June 13th, we have an awesome main event matchup between Abe Shade and Dustin Wilgus. They're playing a race to 20 and 9-ball, I think for $500. I'm pretty sure it's $500. But you can sweat that action. That's a really good deal. It's a really good matchup for G1 TV. So
Country just asked me
coming up next, June 20th, 1:30 p.m. leg. 10-ball.
Right.
Race to 25 between Josh Donaldson from Peoria and Ottawa's Joey Dyer. Moving on to the following 27th, another matchup that is just ice cold that we're going to get to see some stupid good pool coming up on G1 TV as Josh Franklin takes on Ryan Pont.
I called him out a while ago.
So with that being said, he's Jay Carwile. I am the glorious one, Eric Naretto, thanking you all for tuning in today. Features mashup on G1 TV. Again, the final score, Josh Gernentz 10, Cody Theeler 3. We'll see you tomorrow night for Friday's fight night between Clinton's J.R. Khan and Chenoa's very own, we call him the mayor, Chris Wilder. We'll see you tomorrow right here on G1 TV.
The mayor. I love it.
There.
What?
Alright.
Country wants you to rob him now too, huh?
Yep.
Yeah, but a race to 10 instead of 7.
For what?
Well, for 200.
Rob him.
Huh?
Rob him.
But not